Now we had a really competitive practice today. I was pleased. That's 2 practices in a row that walking off the practice field that I've been really encouraged by our attitude. And we talk about competing every day. And on Thursday and Saturday, I thought both sides stepped up and competed. Again, for the 2nd practice in a row, offense made some plays when defensive guys were in position, and then defensive guys made some plays where offensive guys were in position. So earlier in the spring, it had been just bad plays on defense led to good plays on offense and vice versa. But we had some guys that really competed hard today, and we did a lot of situational work and really feel good about where we're at right now through 9 practices.
What attributed to that it's picked up a little bit here?
Well, I just think that they're learning what to do. You know, early on, you always got to be real careful to evaluate talent and kind of evaluate where you're at. Because if people are thinking, if guys are thinking, then they're not reacting, and they don't play as fast. So now I think guys know what to do, and they're feeling more comfortable in the schemes on offense, defense, and special teams. And I think they're starting to react and make plays.
How is having LaMarcus back, without the yelling on
Sure.
helped?
Yeah, I've been pleased with him. Been real pleased with him. He's a guy that's given us leadership. You know, we're real cautious on taking guys, junior college guys, and 5th-year transfers, just because wanted to be careful about who we were bringing in our locker room. You know, we've had a real transient group, and felt like we wanted to go the high school route and be real careful about bringing in older guys. But really thankful that we were able to bring him in. He's been a good fit in our locker room. He's been a good mentor for those younger kids in the defensive backfield. And he didn't have very good practice on Thursday, his first day back, but I thought he really stepped up, made several plays today.
Marcus add to this team, bringing in a guy who's played 3 years of Division I ball.
And experience, he brings that game time experience. He's a savvy guy. You can tell that he's the elder statesman, and I think he's going to really help our younger guys. Because he can tell a lot of situations. He can kind of get them some insight on how to, play those situations.
Has he kind of almost come in here and immediately assumed a leadership role?
He has. He's come in. He's done a really good job, of leading guys. And again, that comes with experience. And I've been pleased. He gets out and a lot of stuff that I try to teach the guys, technique-wise, he's very familiar with it. So it's kind of like having another coach. He helps me a lot with that, with taking the younger guys to the side.
As far as he's missed a couple practices, or at least been in a yellow jersey. How's his progress been despite that?
Man, he's progressed back pretty fast. He kind of tweaked his leg a little bit, and from day one he was anxious trying to get back out and run on it. And I just told him, hey man, take your time. And when he's come back, the training staff, they've done a great job of easing him back into competition, and he's full go.
I think from last Saturday, Coach Brown had mentioned, I think last week, that he was, he still wanted some progress to happen. Today he seemed much happier. Is it the same for you? You think that things are kind of picking up a little bit here at the back end of the spring?
It's picking up from a team standpoint, and what Coach Brown, his vision, what he thinks he's outlined as far as his spring goals are concerned. We're accomplishing those things, but from a defensive unit, we'll look at it. The energy was good, and kids gave effort, but it's our job as coaches to go and nitpick and find some things that we can improve.
How weird is it to put on a Troy uniform after putting on a UAB uniform for 3 years?
It's not really that awkward. It's more of a blessing, when you come from a situation like that. And I'm just blessed to be able to have another home, and I'm still in the state of Alabama, and I can still represent from my school and both schools at the same time.
All right. What made Troy the best place to land after everything that happened up there?
Well, I had a coach that came here, and I knew I could trust him, and he would help me out also because of location and just a few other things. They had a need, and I had a need, so we both kind of helped each other out.
What's been the hardest part of the transition?
Hardest part of the transition, I don't really know. I've been welcomed, so they've made it pretty easy for me to come along, and like I said, it's a blessing being here, and I have good teammates, good coaches, and they've brought me along. So.